Morning, friends. It's Nancy, and today is Tuesday. It's the 9th of July. Oh my word. So, I didn't do any videos yesterday. I cleaned. I decided I would spend the next little while, I guess, purging my craft room. It's gotten a little insane, and I'm finding all kinds of things that I forgot I had, to be honest. So this reinforces my efforts, I guess, to stop shopping because I don't need anything. I have so many projects that I could work on. I could happily work for a year without buying anything else. So, gotta stay out of the stores. That being said, I am working on another journal. I spent a couple minutes yesterday. What I made yesterday was these tabs. And you know what? These tabs, there's 7 of them. I made them from security envelopes. And this took me quite literally an hour to make these 7 tabs because there's so many steps. I even did stitching on the back. Gluing the paper to a file folder. And I had to punch the tabs out, which involves folding the paper in half and then fitting it just correctly in the tab punch, because you have to like put the fold along the edge but not under the edge, or else you'll get 2 pieces. Then inking all that. Then I used a stamp set. Oh, I can't get at it. Can't remember who the maker is. It's Autumn Leaves, but it has all the days and months and numbers, but the numbers are all kind of funky so that they don't match. So this one kind of has a 2 and a circle. This one's got a different 3. 4, you can hardly tell it's a 4. Anyway, stamping them, inking that up, adhering those little labels, then stitching the buttons on, and then the measuring and, making sure that they all go on in evenly at the right. Look at that 7. I'm so happy with that 7. Making this one, I found a button on the floor that matches the other buttons perfectly, except this one was square. Isn't that amazing? I don't know if you can see that or not. It's the exact same colors. Anyway, so today I was working on a tag for this one. That's why I have it marked so that I don't forget to make a tag. So here's the tag I've made. I just used a piece of file folder. I used my corner chomper, and I could see all the corners were inside there, and I'm thinking, how the heck do I get all those corners out? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and then it says empty waste bin frequently, and this thing pops up. Yeah. I cut this, fussy cut out this pen, did a little stenciling behind, and put some stamps on there. Did a little stenciling on this side too. I'm trying to figure out what to do for a topper. I'll look at Pinterest for a second, see if Pinterest has anything exciting for me for a topper. It just gets so boring doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I got my coffee. Me and the cat are the only ones up. I do have a punch like that. Just not in the mood to get that out. This isn't helping at all. You know what it needs? It needs fan spaced lace. Or what could I use over here? I could, no, that's probably too much. Unless I put it on the other side. No, that's probably too much. What else have I got? Too big. My fingers are black because I tea dyed a metric ton of paper yesterday. I kind of like that. I'd have to put something on the back of it because it would just get gnarly. Let's do it. Let's just do it. I have a way too much music paper, and I almost never use it. So that's one thing I know for sure is off the list. I have, oh gosh, like I'm looking at my shelf and I want to say I've got like a double row of this shelf full of, you know, those sort of pretty covers from the 1910s. Yeah, I don't need any more of those. Cat's crying again. I was invited to a ladies' craft day tomorrow. So I've got to get organized for that. I don't know what I'm going to take with me. I've been doing a lot of like clusters while we went on a ride Friday. I took a basket of stuff and made some clusters. I don't know what I did with them. They're gone now. And then the other night I was sorting through some stuff and I made some clusters. I give them a bit of stitching yesterday. So I made this one, This is from a piano roll. It just says B. I like that. This one has a tag in it. Oh, there goes the baby elephant up the stairs. So I might just take my basket of stuff with me and work on clusters. Those are always handy to have. Because otherwise it involves a lot more product. I don't know. We'll see. There's a weird noise going on upstairs. I don't know what's going on up there. Came up in my memories on Facebook the other day that we've had that cat for 10 years now. He's crazy. Yeah, I did a lot of tea dyeing yesterday because the weather is perfect. It is sunny and warm, but the humidity, thank goodness, is gone because that was brutal. The weekend was awful, but yesterday was just ideal. My son's going for an interview today for a job in Toronto. I hope he gets it, sort of. On the other hand, I hope he doesn't. What will I do without him? That's gonna look so dumb. No, it's not. It's gonna be okay. I like it. I also tried rusting these bulldog clips that I got at the dollar store using a solution of salt, vinegar, and hydrogen peroxide, H2O4. I remember that from my nursing days. I don't know why it works, but apparently it does. I have no idea what the makeup of the solution was supposed to be, but it worked. So I'm gonna spray them today with some sealant just to make sure that none of the rust comes off on my papers. I took it outside and did it because I was afraid that things would bubble up and, you know, bad things would happen. So that's one tag. What's the matter with you, Nancy? Oh my word. Yep, that worked. That would have been a really, really nice altered paper clip too. I do have another typewriter. It's not as nice as that one. I've got this one. Anyway, I have another pocket here that I have marked. And I'm gonna need a hunk of file folder for that. Look at me using a trimmer. The only reason that's happening is because I don't know where my ruler is. It's around here somewhere. That's what happens when you clean. Oh, I see it now. I like the back of this envelope because it has a map on it, but the front's kind of boring, so maybe I'll add one of these. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty pretty. I need to punch a little thumb hole at the top too. Gosh, I should have done this before I sewed it in. Practically laying on the floor now. I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling on this one too. Oh, this one's new. I haven't used it yet. I'm just going to tape this down a bit with a little washi so it doesn't shift. I don't even know where I got this. Crazy, 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 crazy. So the ladies I'm crafting with tomorrow are all stamper, scrapbooker, card maker people. I'm gonna blow their minds. Oh yeah. Do a little more at the top. Now, what can I use on here? I have some more pens, like little cutouts of pens. There's a pencil. Just checking to see what else I might have. What else did I want to tell you about? Oh, I remember. I want to share this tip with you. When you get old books and you know they're looking pretty dirty, and I've tried to wipe them down with like a baby wipe or whatever to see if that improves things, and it doesn't. The baby wipe actually takes the paint, and I don't know if it's paint, but the color off. You'll see it like on the wipe. You'll see. Sorry, I'm trying to remove a glue booger. Now I need a baby wipe. So I had a book the other day that was it was like, you know, a 100-year-old book. And it had pencil marks on it. And I thought, well, I'll gently try to remove those pencil marks with an eraser. Oh, that smarts. I cut my finger to ribbons yesterday, ripping books apart for tea dyeing. And anyway. So what you need is a white artist eraser, not a pink one, but a white one. And here's a grubby old one. And just gently erase it. And you can see, like, it's far less dirty. Let's try, like, on the spine. And it takes the dirt right up. I'm probably camera's not picking this up, but you have to trust me on this. So if you have a grubby old book that you'd like to try to clean, I recommend an art eraser. And you don't even have to be that gentle, to be honest. So around the edges where, you know, it was handled a lot, it does do a really great job. Like, you can see that line right there, right? Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. All right, back to work. And I still have glue boogers. And I have glue boogers because I left the lid off this yesterday. So I'm probably going to have to add some acetone to it to thin it out a bit. And acetone is something we keep here in the house because my husband is a guitar guy. I don't know what he uses acetone for, but it might be to remove glue or something from repairs. I have no idea what he uses it for. I just know he has it. Oh, I told you about going to the dentist last week. I'm really, really nervous about the dentist. It's not that I'm afraid of pain. I mean, I've had natural childbirth twice. I'm a pretty tough cookie. But it's that whole idea of you don't know what's happening, you know, somebody's over top of you. You know, it just freaks me out. So I went to the new dentist last week, and then about 7:30 that night, the phone rings, and it was the dentist. He wanted to know how I was doing, if everything was okay. You know, could we have done something different to accommodate your needs? I was really, really impressed. I mean, it was fine. I just was upfront with him and said, you know, I'm not great. I get super anxious, which is why I look at that. That's an old paperclip. Which is why I'm not really good at going to the dentist. And when I was there, he's like, okay, if you want to stop at any time, just put your hand up and I will pull back. And he was only examining my teeth. So I had x-rays. He just sort of examined my teeth, you know, looked for soft spots. I don't know what he was looking for. What do I know? I do have 2 cavities that have to be filled, so I'll be going back for those. But he didn't do any work per se, and I was fine, and I'll be fine. But I just wanted him to know that I'm a little loony when it comes to going to the dentist. So that was fantastic. I appreciated that. Young guy, so maybe, I don't know, maybe young guys are more trauma informed or something. You know, I'd like to put like a little flower on here or something. Let me see what I got. Where's all my flowers? What are you? Halloween. Oh, there they are. A little too much, eh? It kind of matches the color. I think I want something a little more Victorian looking. That's Edwardian. That's Edith Holden, so that's definitely not Victorian. Oh, that's too big, but that would have been pretty. That's, again, the right color family I'm going for. It's not working out. It needs to be like a single blossom. See, this is one of those books, The Rose Grower's Treasury, that I want to make. I forgot I had it. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. There's some roses. These little roses, they're from the Time Life book. Well, this is the Time Life book, isn't it? Aren't these cute? Okay, I'm feeling that one. That's a possibility. It's beautiful, but no. Kind of wanted something yellowish. So fussy. Oop, look at this one. This might be good. If I cut off this part, oh, that was a painful exercise, wasn't it? I'm going with those little yellow ones. My next journal might be this one. We'll see. So I posted a message on Tracy Fox's Facebook page the other day, saying I was going on a road trip. What could I take to work on in the car? And somebody suggested doing, little clusters. And I thought, yeah, I can do that. It won't make too much of a mess. I'll cut the stick off. And it worked out well. I sat in the back seat, my son drove. And I probably made about 15. I didn't work, constantly at it because I was talking, and actually I had a book with me. It was rock trivia book that I got, and it had 100 questions or something in it, so we had to do that first, answer all the questions and talk about why the answers were dumb. Oh, I should have used different glue. Oh well. I just gotta smear it off a bit. Now, a little bit of green ribbon. Or yellow ribbon. Let's do yellow. I found more seam binding yesterday, so I have to. Oh, I found 3 jars of buttons yesterday. No more buttons, Nancy. Wow. Yeah. If I knew anybody locally, I would ship off a bunch of stuff to them, but it's just not worth mailing it to somebody, because the cost of postage would well exceed the value of the junk. Those ribbons are too long. That's better. Yeah. Yellow to go with the yellow butterfly. Oh, shoot. I just slid here. Okay. Oh, there's a fix for everything. Okay. Just gonna put this under here so I don't have any gluing incidents. This might be a happy accident. I think I might hand stitch this. So I'm just putting that ruler there to protect the pages underneath. And this is a mouse pad, the spongy mouse pad kind of thing. This little tool I got at Michael's. I don't know what it's for. It has holes. I suspect it's for bullet journaling. And drawing things in your bullet journal. Whoops. I don't know what I was thinking when I got it, but it works well for this. Okay. I actually happen to have some. Oh, this might work too. I can use either this floss. I'll use that floss. Sorry. Ouch. just thinking about my son and his interview today. Thinking about my daughter-in-law. She lost her grandmother yesterday. Do we ever stop worrying about our adult children? I think she's going to be going home for the funeral. I haven't heard the details yet though, and I don't want to disturb her. I'm having a hard time separating my plies here. This was really cut long. It's actually from a kit, you know. I don't know, I picked it up somewhere for dirt cheap. Not at all interested in doing the project. It had a great big hank of embroidery floss. It was all in golds and browns and things. I'll use that. I'm putting a big knot in there, sort of as a decorative effect. And let's just see what happens. I didn't have to measure and poke the holes. I could have, you know, just randomly stitched it, but that's the way my brain works best, is when everything is in order and straight and symmetrical and, like, I mean, even my clusters. Has to be lines. I don't know how many holes are here, so I don't know if the knot is going to end up on top or on the bottom. Doesn't matter, but should have laid a bet. So, what do they say? It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an error. It was design inspiration. So today's plans include uploading this video. I've got a couple of orders to mail out, and I have to keep working on this room. I filled the recycle bin yesterday, and I've got 2 boxes of stuff to go to be donated. I should probably get rid of those donations before I change my mind. Throw my body across them. No, no, can't. It's going to end up on top. So I'm just doing a sort of a French knot effect on the top here. And now I can't believe I did that. I hope this still fits in here. Yep. I'm happy with that. All right, so I'm going to let you recover from this trauma, and we will talk to you again soon.